Hello and welcome back to Ostriv. Here we are, back again in Ostriv with our beautiful little Ukrainian peasants working, moving, grooving, doing all the good stuff that they need to do. Welcome back, welcome back. Here we are in the third episode of Ostriv. I have a lot to do still. I don't know how far I want to go with this series, as this game is definitely very fun, but sometimes a little challenging for the YouTube sphere. So the way I'm going to do it is kind of go through what I've done from episode 2, and then we're going to skip through time. I'm going to show you guys some montages, because this game, despite being very well optimized for normal play, is not very well optimized for recording. And I think that's why a lot of people don't play it for YouTube. I've had some real problems, and my computer can run this game. It's not a very taxing game, and by no means. It's about as taxing as any other city builder. I don't know if it was optimized with OBS in mind. So regardless, that YouTube shit out of the way, here we are, episode 3. I'm going to go over the little buildings that I have built in the last episode. So we have this windmill. We have a little granary here for all of our farm goods, and we have a house to kind of supplement this area. We're going to have a few more houses along this road and then have some more farms. I need to cut all of these trees down. We have our smelter here. The smelter's coming in pretty well. You can see, let's actually get rid of that. It only needs 1,300 more wood, which is pretty good, And then there's a salt works right next to it, which is going to take a fair amount of wood. Decent amount of stone and a fair chunk of nails, but that's okay, because once we have a salt works up and running, we'll have a bunch of houses over here for people to live, and we'll have trade and all of this stuff supplementing them. And I'm gonna also try to start purchasing from my people who have their little farms. I have a lot of different foods to sell, like beetroots and peas, carrots and beans and all kinds of stuff like that. So we're gonna purchase that, importing it to our little depot here, and then sell it at the market for a raised price and hopefully make some money. I think that, yeah, no, it doesn't tell me the price. I would like to know how much we spend on each item. That's my question. So for example, if you buy one honey, I wonder if it's the same cost as an onion or not. I do not know. Regardless, we built a town hall, the trading post, an orchard. We have a chicken pen, chicken coop. We have a couple little houses, all these little village houses, a church, a little chapel downtown, and we have these little woodcutters grabbing from this forest. They're gonna have to move their building down. You can see this is kind of like a natural road that's been formed. So I'll probably use this shape and build my houses and buildings along it. So I might put the new cutter here, having them grab from here, so that way it's not too far from everything. And we also have our stoneworks over here. So we have the stone mining camp. We have 2 village houses right next to it who make their own food. They don't have a lot of money, at least this guy doesn't. And I'm gonna have to give him some financial help in this episode. And then we have a warehouse coming up, and we have our iron ore mine right over here. So they go down, they collect some iron ore, they leave it there, and then it's going to get stored in this warehouse, and we'll have a cart drag it to the other half of the city. The only reason I couldn't put the smelter over here with it is because smelters need water, running water. There's going to be a water wheel coming in here. So I'll see y'all in a moment when I get some new buildings up. It's going to be really different when you guys see in a minute, but I'll give you a little montage from here to then so you can keep up with what's going on. Alright, here we are. We are back. We have finished all of our upgrades for the town, as you saw in the little montage that I uploaded before this. So, what do we got? We have the iron smeltery here. Got that built, finally. And I finished the salt works. This building, however, needs some draft animals in order to actually operate. So we're not going to be able to get that going. Should have figured that you might need some heavier labor for that, but that's okay. We have the building. It's there. We can use it whenever we would like. I have some charcoalers in here, as well as some haymakers over here, hay dryers. And then we have our cows. We have cows. They're hanging out inside the cow shed, but we have 2 ox and 1 cow that are newborns. I bought these 4. I bought 1 bull and 3 cows, of course, so that he could have his pick. He could just go to town on these females. And he's got 1 more on the way. His daughter. Technically, probably should stay clear of that one. But this is a video game after all, so it's alright. So these animals are all going to start intermingling. And we have some oxes. These guys, oxes, I don't know if they can breed. I think an ox, if I was to guess, is someone who's been gelded, or that you know what I mean, they've been neutered. I could be very wrong. No, could be very wrong. Also, why does it say... Excuse me? Did I lose another year of harvest? No, they already harvested it. To thresh the harvest. Who needs to thresh it? You need to thresh this stuff? Here, okay. Well then, we'll go into this because I've got it set so that laborers aren't working in the off seasons. So I have a bunch of things set. So I missed a season. I accidentally missed a season of harvest, and I don't know if I was at the end of a season or maybe it was at the end of the fallow season, but I think I missed a season. I could be wrong, but we're doing alright. We're doing okay. I've got my apples here. They're on their year 3, so if I'm not mistaken, I believe fruit trees are done by the end of the 3rd or 4th year. In real life, I believe. So that should be done very soon. And then we have these 3 buildings that all complement each other. The dairy, I don't have enough milk coming in. When we get enough, these oxes, what's going to happen is we'll build an ox shed. We'll build a building for oxes specifically to be living in, so that we could store them. And then the rest this will be like a cow shed. And we'll have like 1 bull. And every other bull that's made, or every other male cow that's made, we'll let them be born, raise them up to a full cow, and then we're going to kill them at the slaughterhouse here. Take their leather, turn it into some actual their hide, and turn it into some leather. Then we need to make shoes, because I consistently lose villagers due to shoes, lack of shoes. So if they don't have shoes for a while, they will leave the village. I don't have reliable income of shoe guys that will sell me shoes, so I could purchase some leather. At 25 per unit, I don't really want to spend that, especially considering I don't have the leather shoemaker here. But I could probably get that in the next one, and then I'll put the shoemaker in here, because this is where the fabric guys are. The weaver, the tailor. We'll have a shoemaker right here. So we'll have all that stuff over here. Our chicks. I need to get more chickens, so I'm thinking I want to put another chicken farm or chicken coop kind of in here somewhere, so that we can access more meat and more eggs. It was something that I was thinking of too, is the one thing that you're missing is like a delicatessen or something that makes pastries or fine pastries. I know it's the 18th century Ukraine. They definitely have pastries. They've got all of the stuff, and someone awesome, all the awesome commenters on the first video, and especially on the people who follow into the second video. People who watch the first video, they're awesome, but the people who keep watching the series, you guys are the best. I will always say that. And one of them told me what horilka is. I think that it's not made from here. It's made from a dairy, or smetana. Sorry, horilka is a different thing. There's just so many different items that these Ukrainian gentlemen are making, and one of them is cream. So we have this place here. This one is making cream, butter, and cheese. These are the markets for that. I don't have them being made, but when they're produced, I will have them being there, and then we also have milk being sold. Not a lot of people really seem to purchase the milk. I think that they get a little bit of milk and then they're fine with it. They don't need a lot. But a lot of my people are poor as hell. And I prefer that. I'd rather them be poor. Like this guy here, my mayor, is balling out of control. Because he literally hasn't spent any money. He makes all of his money and he spends $0 because he purchases nothing. He literally spends $0 and makes tons of money. This bastard is the reason I have no money. He took all of it. He's literally taking all my money. And a lot of these other people too. So the ones who are the most poor are these ones who seem to be living in here. And they rely on me selling them food. So I can kind of force them into an economic struggle. It's kind of fucked up, but it's true. I need that money. There's no reason not to, because they'll just replace the people who left. There's really no downside to it. So we have the boatyard, and we have a fishing dock here. So we have, let's perform preventative repairs. We have 2 guys working on the fishing dock here. They're pulling in a decent amount of fish, and this is basically to help supplement our lack of protein that we have currently in our population. Most of our food is based off of either eggs. We have a lot of these peas and cucumbers and garlic that we're selling. That's a very good combination. If you've ever had peas, cucumbers, and garlic in anything like a soup, reminds me of the olden days. And then over here, I'm just kidding. It sounds horrible, and I probably should. It doesn't matter. It's not like for any reason. It's just we need to give them food, and that's the one that I chose. And that's what they typically have the most of, also. And we have these gentlemen over here. They're poor as well. Or at least this guy here is. Nykodim. I don't know why. Considering that he has been working at the ore mine and his wife has been working at the warehouse this entire time. And they make an income of 3 per month. 3. And their tax is 0.82. So they should be making enough money. But they come over here and I guess they spend it all on cucumbers and buckwheat. Despite having their fields, they still seem to not be able to produce very much. I think it's because they have literally an entire plot of apple farm here. I don't know what the heck happened. What are you doing, you freaking geniuses? But these 2 gentlemen, they work at the mine. They look like they're getting old. Yeah, they're 47, 31. These are older gentlemen. They are going to be on their way to yeah, their sons, Ivan and Zolotar, is going to be... He should be already. I don't know why the hell... Ivan, what's wrong with you? Living at home with your mom? You're 18 years old in 18th century Ukraine, you fucking bastard. Kyrielo here is freaking out there working hard in the fields. And you're sitting at home just being a laborer? Your little brother Matvey is here going out there working hard. Damn. But yeah, that guy will be replacing his father very soon at the mine. As is tradition. When your father dies in the mine, you replace him in the mine. You continue his legacy. And honestly, we're doing really well. My main goal is to get these oxen grown. So once they're grown ox, they can get over here. We're going to get a plow. They'll help plow the fields. Then we can actually produce... I'll have larger fields. I'll get a couple more fields because the oxen will help plow the fields so quickly that it doesn't matter. Really, they will plow and the people can just quickly follow behind them. And once it's planted, that's it. They just have to sit there and watch it grow. Then the harvest comes. I think the oxen help with the harvest. I don't know, actually. I don't think that the oxen have the ability to do anything with the harvest. So I think for the most part, they'll just be necessary during this time of the year. You could say, don't plow. Oh, interesting. I wonder what... I guess the plow rips up the nutrients. As a non-farming city dweller, I wouldn't really know. But I know that a plow makes things go faster. That's the understanding for me. And then we'll get them to come work here the rest of the year when they're not working at the farm. That way we can get some salt. We'll salt our fish. So we can dry our fish, and then with the dried fish, that helps our people keep it longer. So you can see this little blue bar above the food icon. That's its freshness, or rather its before it goes bad. Once it hits that bottom part, it goes bad. I didn't know that for a little while until I kind of realized. I was like, what is that little bar? So a lot of our milk is going to go bad, the cucumbers, garlic, and that's okay. Because, to be honest, we're still making money. Now that I'm actually in the green, actually really well, pretty high in the green. And I sell regularly, like anything like metal parts, any spare stuff. Oh, speaking of which, do I have charcoal? Yep. So charcoal here. Charcoal is one of my main exports. If I sell 2,000 charcoal, I get $100. And if you think about it, this is money that you don't have in your city. So money that I spent I think 180 or 160 on these 4 cows. I can get back very easily via selling on my charcoal or things that I get free by cutting wood. Ideally, getting more cows would be a good idea. I could probably... I think that buying 2 more female cows would be really smart. Just so that we could get our milk production like maxed out, and having so many options, like 5 different options to have a baby. 2 or 3 of the like female cows. I wish that you could tell if they were pregnant or not. But yeah, we'll have enough cows for sure. And then we can expand our production. Ideally, pigs would be a good next stop. And they produce sallow. So their pigs, from my understanding, will probably be the easiest to grow, because by the end of a year, a pig should be grown. I think that the cows are going to take 2 years. No. Once they were a year old, they were grown. So maybe even shorter. Maybe at 6 months, the pigs are grown and would kill them, making us a very, very steady income of meat. So we're going to probably put the pig shed somewhere in here. Let's see what it looks like. Pigsty. Yeah, we'll probably put the pigsty somewhere over here. Like, honestly, this looks like a good spot. And make it look kind of lined up. Like so. And the reason why I'm not really building with any, like... Wait, is that... Get her. Let's see, actually. I think that they can kind of walk. Yeah, I want to move it over just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. Get that out of the way. Just so that it's not blocking that road. I do like that little road there. But I'm not going for like any kind of grid-based super organic... Or sorry, I'm going for an organic look. I'm not really going for like grid-based design. See, like this house here. This is literally just the only way he could fit in here. The only way possible. And they don't have the ability... I think they could technically go around, but they won't go around. Because I have fences everywhere in here. So they basically force... This is a dead-end road. They come in here. And ideally, the person who lives... Yeah, right here will work right here. That's kind of how I've been doing it. I actually pay attention to whose name is what. So, like, this guy here. Oh, why are you... it's fine. He can be unemployed. Wait. Why do they have a monthly income of 3, but they... Oh, his wife is a laborer. No, he's a laborer. But, yeah, I'd rather keep them broke and poor as hell so that I can actually maintain my money and use it for things like buying more products, like shoes and stuff. So they're not miserable. Yeah, you can see now he's broke again. They went to the store and then they're broke. I feel that, man. I feel that. That's a real struggle right there. Regardless, we are doing great, and I look forward to the next one. We've got a lot more to do. A child has been born in the birdie family here. We've got the new baby Paimon. Oh man, he's so cute. Look at that baby Paimon. Birdie. His great father, Miroslav. He's been one of the original members of this city a long, long time. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.